Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the lesson of today. My name is Miss Aligoke. How has your day been? Trust you're doing great. Our subject for today is quantitative reasoning, and our topic is roots. We've been talking about powers and roots. Today we want to focus more on roots. Though roots has to do with it works in line with powers. If you look at the screen, you see we have the square root of 1, which is 1, square root of 4, which is 2. Okay, without the powers, we cannot get the roots. So the roots and the powers, they work hand in hand. Okay, like you can see here, the root of 4 is 2, which is 2 times 2, 4. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain roots and solve questions involving roots. Okay, before we go to roots, look at this. We have 5 raised to power 2, and then the 5 is the whole number that we have, okay, or the base, while the little number that we have here is called the index or the power. Okay, now the index or the power tells you how many times to multiply this base by itself. Okay, so because this one is, the base is 5 and it is raised to power 2, so we say 5 in 2 places. That's 5 times 5, which is 25. If you have 5 raised to power 3, that will be what? 5 times 5 times 5, and that will give us what? 5 times 5 is 25, and that 25 times 5 will now give us 125. So the index or the power, which is the number up, tells you how many times to multiply the base by itself. And of course, when the index or the power is raised to power 2, we can call that square. So instead of saying 5 raised to power 2, we can say 5 square. Okay, these are perfect square charts. Of course, 1 square is 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 square is 2 times 2, which is 4. 3 square is 3 times 3, which is 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. 6 square is 36. 7 square is 49. 8 square or 8 raised to power 2 is 64. 9 raised to power 2 is 81. Then 10 raised to power 2 is 100. Okay, those are for the powers. Now we want to look at the root. And root can be square root, that is a number you multiply twice. Square root, that you multiply, you get the number you multiply twice, okay, to get this number. So the root can be square root or cube root. Cube root means the number is multiplied 3 times. So in a square root, it is 2 that is always here or nothing at all. In fact, there's nothing there. If they are just putting 2 there so that you'll not be confused. But in a cube root, there is a little 3. Can you see there? The 3 is always there. Square root means 2, though we don't write it, but cube root means 3. And cube root means which number am I going to multiply thrice that will give me the number in the shape. Look at what we have here, 8. Which number will be multiplied 3 times to give us 8? You know that 2 times 4 is 8. And of course, you cannot use different numbers. 2 and 4 are not the same, so you cannot use different numbers. And 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16. So we must get a number that when multiplied 3 times will give us 8, and the answer is 2. That's 2 times 2 times 2. Now, to get our root, we must understand what powers are. You have been told that powers is the small number on top of a base number that determines how many times a number is multiplied. Okay, now we have some roots here. Of course, we have powers as well, but our focus is on root. Square root of 1. Of course, when there is no number on top of this sign here, which is the square root sign, this is the square root sign. When there's no number on the square root signs, it means square root. But when there's a 3 on it, it means cube root. Now, how do we get the square root of 4? Let's say you have square root. How do you get the square root of 4? You ask yourself, which number am I going to multiply that will give me 4? Let's see a way to calculate that. You can use the division method. What can divide 4? That's 2. 2 in 4 is what? 2. And then what can divide 2? That's 2. 2 in 2 is what? 1. See the numbers we have gotten. We have 2 and we have 2. So that means the answers here are 2 and 2. Is that taken? Then you pick 1, which is 2. Is that taken? That's how you can get the square. If you don't know the number, you don't know the number to multiply, this is one way. You use the division method. Look at 36. See 36. Let's divide. Because we want to get the square root of 36, that is the number we are going to multiply by itself, that will give us 36. So which number can divide 36? 3 can divide, 2 can divide, 6 can divide. Any one you like you can use. Okay, maybe we should start with 3. 3 in 3 is what? 1. And 3 in 6 is what? 2. Which number should we use? We can use 2, we can use 3. Any number you use. Then later you rearrange. Okay, let's use 2. 2 in 12. 2 times what will give us 12? That's 6. Let's use 2 again. 2 in 6, that's what? 3. Then let's use 3. 3 in 3 is what? 1. So we have come to the end of this division. Now, what are the numbers that we have here? Look at it very well. We have 3. We have 2. We have 3, we have 2, we have 2 again, then we have 3. Can you see that? So we have, but it is 2 that we need. Take note that it is 2 numbers that must be, and the 2 numbers must be the same. So what do? We see 2 and 2, pick the 2 of them together. No, we have 3, 2, 2, 3. So the numbers must be the same. We pick 3 and 2, then we pick 2 and 3. Is that taken? We pick 3 and 2. You must share them equally, because look at this for now. We have 2 here, we have 2 here. So for us to get 36, the numbers must be the same. 2 and 3 will give us the same number as 3 and 2. So tell me, 3 times 2 is what? That's 6. And 2 times 3 is also what? 6. Can you see that now? So we have 6 and 6. Is that taken? And then out of the 2, you pick only 1. And that becomes our square root. Is that taken? To get cube root is the same method as well. You use the division method, then you share them equally into, if it is cube root, you share them equally into 3. If it is square root, you share them equally into 2. Look at these other examples. 64. Okay, the square root of 9 is 3. That's it's 3 times 3 that will give you 9. And then the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of, let's say they give you 65, you don't know. Like I said, you do division method. 64. That's 2 divided by 2. 2 in 6, that's what? 3. And 2 in 4 is what? 2. Then you start with 2 again. 2 in 3, 1. It will remain 1, right? Okay, you put it to the second number. 2 in 12 now is 6. Okay, 2 in 6 is what? 2 in 16 is 8. Then we have 2 again. 2 in 8 is what? 4. Let's make this line longer. 2 in 4 is what? 2. And then 2 in 2 is what? 1. And because there must be 2, that is, to get 64, which number times which number will give us 64? So all these numbers, we make sure we share them into, how many 2s are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are 6. That means we share them 3, 3. 2, 2, 2. Then another one, 2, 2, 2. You multiply them together. Take notes. So tell me, 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 2 is what? 8. The second side too. 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 2 is what? 8. So that means we get 64. It is 8 times 8. Do you get that now? We use the division method to get the square root or the cube root. The same thing too with 144. You do it that way. Now these are equations. Square root of 9 times square root of 9. Square root of 9 is what? 3. The second square root of 9 too is what? 3. And 3 times 3 is what? 9. So let's say you're even given square root of 9 plus square root of 16. Square root of 9 is what? 3. Plus square root of 16 is what? 4. And 3 plus 4 is what? 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. So you just write your 7 there. Is that taken? So you are to attempt these activities. We've seen them before. The square root of 81 is what? Square root of 100 is what? Square root the cube root. Take note that there is a 3 here. The cube root of 8. This one denotes that it's not square root. And then look at this. Which number are you going to multiply 4 times? That will give you 16. Okay? You get that as well. Then we have more examples. I want you to find the square root of 81. Then I want you to find the cube root of 125. Okay, you do only these two. You do only these two. Thank you. Do enjoy the rest of your day and be happy.